So the Miami Heat are a team that a lot of people didn't have a lot of belief in. From a lot of people feeling like their run to the finals was because of shooting variance and other teams' injury luck, or people feeling like going into the season after missing out on Damian Lillard and not having the biggest offseason. Some people may even say one of the worst in the NBA. Going into this season, they were looking to fall off really, really hard. And at this point, they're 15-11. Not the craziest record, but when you consider that, again, the Heat are top 5 most injured team in the NBA, it makes sense as to why their record is not a little bit better. And still, being the most injured team in the NBA, being only the second team in the top 5 most injured teams in the league to be in the playoff picture this season, it shows why this team is as great as it is. Even with missing Tyler and Bam for a combined 26 games this season, this team has been able to score consistently, and part of that is because of how deep they are because of their bench. And one big player on that is their new rookie, Jaime Jaquez Jr, that's taking the league by storm. Averaging 13.2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal on 52% shooting and 39% from 3. Jaime Jaquez has been a revelation for the Miami Heat this season, comfortably being the 3rd best rookie in the game. And overall, just being an insane mix of really good footwork, really great IQ, and overall, a lot of concerns about him coming in were really all for naught. So, today we're going to talk about how he's doing this, what it looks like with a healthy Miami Heat team going forward, and overall, what this could mean for the Miami Heat in their future. Coming into this draft, Jaime Jaquez was projected to be a early 20s to mid 20s type of pick, but he was picked 18th by the Miami Heat. And a lot of people felt like that may be a little bit too high for him, specifically because of his skill set and what he lacked in the athleticism department at UCLA. And he got his offense a lot in the low post and mid post on smaller guards and using the strong upper body strength to finish at the rim. And so far, I'm really working in the in-between game. Sounds familiar to anybody? But coming to the NBA, some people felt like those skill sets wouldn't really translate and you wouldn't be getting a lot of those same touches. But there's a reason why Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA. And because of Jaime's IQ, knowing how to play the game, and being able to timely cut and everything else, he's won a lot of minutes with Spo, and he's been able to showcase a lot more skills and develop a lot quicker than people expected him to the point where he is now. And since Tyler went down against Memphis, he's been averaging 32 minutes per game. And in that span of time, he's been averaging 16.2 points, 4 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1 steal on 52% shooting and 44% from 3. All coming off the bench. He could win 6th Man of the Year in his rookie season, guys. That's absolutely freaking amazing. Now, again, how he does it, he is Jimmy freaking-esque. Attacking mismatches that in the low post, knowing when to make the timely cuts, being able to make the right pass in the pick and roll almost every single time, and being just an absolute bulldozer going to the rim in transition, an element this team really didn't have outside of Caleb in the past couple years. Not to mention, just like Jimmy, he has an insane nose for the ball. He knows when to go to the rim to get putbacks and attack the offensive glass, or whether to get back in transition on certain plays. He has the passing lane instincts to attack and get out and run. And overall, he just has a strong body and can defend his ass off. And that's a concern a lot of people had with him coming to the league, but I feel like it's a little bit for naught. He's great in isolation this past season, and he's been great in transition and guarding post-ups. Now, the place that he's been lacking is guarding the pick and roll, which I know is very big, but that has a lot more to do with Kevin Love, Orlando Robinson, and Thomas Bryant being your backline on defense, and not anything else other than that. And when you talk about athleticism, a lot of people were questioning his lateral quickness, but he's been able to move that way. He's a lot quicker than people expected, and when it comes to just strength, quickness, and vertical athleticism, he has all of that. Again, Jimmy Butler-esque. Now, he's going to be 23 in February, an older rookie in the NBA, and a lot of people don't like those guys because they don't feel like they have much time to develop. But again, when you have guys that play 4 years in college, know how to prepare for a game and understand a scouting report, know when to always make the right play, and just has a very, very good feel for the game, I say screw age. Dwayne Wade came into the league a little bit late. Jimmy Butler came into the league a little bit late. 2 players that have blossomed in the Miami Heat this season. There's reasons why he's as good as he is. A lot of people, some of the comments they love to make is that he's coming in, he's a very high profile role player, but you won't see him make a lot of all-star games in his career, and I think that's just not the best way to look at it, because he has been absolutely amazing, and I definitely see a couple all-star berths within his career if he's able to play it to this level consistently once he does have that starting spot once Jimmy retires. I would say the most exciting part of his development is going to come in the next few weeks. Bam and Tyler both been cleared to play on Monday, and this is going to be the first time since he's blossomed that Jaime is going to be able to play with them consistently in the lineup. And The dynamic Bram brings defensively and being able to spot guys on cuts, and Tyler's overall great playmaking and adding another shooter on the roster can only make it that much better. But overall, he has been absolutely amazing this season. I don't know just how the Heat continue to do it. That scouting department is absolutely amazing. Our last 4 draft picks have been Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Precious Achiuwa, and Jaime Jaquez. Only missing on one, and I would even argue that if Precious was able to stay on the Heat instead of being traded to the Raptors, he'd be looking a lot better than he does right now. And with him playing as well as he is, this has given the Miami Heat a little bit more flexibility with both Caleb and Haywood Highsmith. With Haywood looking for an extension and Caleb's contract expiring next season, Haywood Highsmith's level of play has questioned whether or not the Miami Heat need to pay for all 3 of the wings on the roster right now. And I love every single person on this roster a lot, but the Miami Heat's past couple off seasons has really set a precedent on the fact that they're not going to be overplaying for role players. So if somebody throws a bag at either one of those two, you can at least be happy for them that they're getting the money they want and not, take a huge hit in your rotation because if they're out. But being added to a long line of great Heat late round draft picks, Jaime Jaquez has been not only fantastic on the court, but also has been extremely marketable off the court, just like Tyler Hero in his rookie season. And overall, I fully expect him to be dropping a 30-point game or somewhere on the Celtics in the playoffs because, it's already written in stone. But even with all that being said, overall, the Miami Heat has always found a way to help guys develop their attributes or their weaknesses to strengths, and I can't wait to see just how far they can develop. Tyler didn't even look this good as a rookie, and he was just averaging 25, 5 and 5 before he went down with his ankle injury. There's no real telling how good Jaime can get, and I don't think the age is the factor of his ceiling at all. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of Jaime? What do you think of the Heat season so far? How much do you think he can develop, and what's really his peak? And if you like my videos and you like the Miami Heat content, I made a video about Bam Adebayo earlier this season, so if you want to go check that out, that'd be much appreciated. That being said, this is FLB. That's my time, and I'm out.